Hi, thanks for joining me. My name is Jessica and I'm going to lead you through a fascial awakening practice for your hands and your upper back and your head and your face. So the fascia is really the conduit for the nervous system. So through doing these practices, we're creating a flow response in the nervous system. We're awakening our nerve cells and also creating a positive flow response in the neurons of the brain. So these are beautiful ways to awaken our mind-body connection, which better supports health and well-being. So the endpoints of the chest and the shoulders, the heart, really the intelligence of this area of the body are the hands. So if we are holding deeply in our hands, then we can receive a buildup of pressure and tension up into our chest, creating constriction here as well as into the upper back that can contribute into like a kyphosis state where you get rounding in the upper back. So we're going to begin by opening the endpoints here, being the hands. So go ahead and you're going to just stretch your hands forward in front of you. Try to bring your wrists in alignment with your shoulders and really spread through your fingers. So you'll notice if you can't really spread your fingers and there's some weakness there's some disconnect of your mind and your body and your brain. So this is going to help restore your brain health. So you're going to really think about spreading and then you're just going to let your fingers dangle down. Feel your breath as you inhale. Spread the hands and press them forward, lifting up through the chest and trying to find an upright position. And then exhale, let your fingers dangle down. Maybe move them around a little bit. And do that 5 more times. Inhale, spread and reach forward. And exhale, wiggling fingers down. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale in and exhale out. We'll do just one more. Inhale in and exhale out. Good. Now take your arms all the way out to a T shape with your palms down, and you're going to really just spread through the fingers. And then turn your palms back toward the wall behind you. Spread and maybe wiggling out. And even if you want to glide side to side, if that feels safe, toning navel back in towards spine. Trying to really get that internal rotation. Maybe even start to turn your palms back and just draw your arms back for a moment. So you're just changing the holding pattern. I'm going to move my thumbs around my fingers one by one. Take a breath in to lift your chest up. My palms are shining up toward the sky. And then just exhale your hands to your legs. And take a cycle of breath in and out. Just noticing what you feel in your hands and your chest and maybe upper back. Good. Now you're going to stretch your arms forward again. And from here, you're going to breathe in and then exhale, squeeze your thumbs into your fist. Good. Then inhale, extend out, lift your thumbs up, and then exhale, squeeze thumbs into fist. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract and hold. Inhale, open. And exhale, draw in. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, open out, really spread those thumbs. Then take your arms out wide. Then turn your palms down toward the floor. And then you're going to spin your palms toward the wall behind you as your thumbs point down toward the ground. Move your thumbs. Move each finger one by one. Maybe you can feel that movement coming up into your arm. Now tone your navel back towards your spine and draw your chest forward as you squeeze your arms back behind you. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades in toward one another. Take another breath to pull the chest up and draw your head back. Maybe you can move your head side to side, wiggle through the fingers so you're helping to squeeze the upper back tissues to get some more fluid flow up to the brain. Good, then take an inhale and rotate your palms and your arms up toward the sky and stretch them straight up overhead. Good, another inhale, now lift your ribs from your waistline, root through your sits bones, look up, maybe touch your palms, and then exhale, release your hands to your heart. Feel your breath. Feel your energy. Good, now turn your palms up. And you're just going to fold your thumbs and your index, each finger one by one is going to draw into your fist. And then you're going to open each finger one by one out. So moving with breath, and maybe even watch your fingers moving. You're just feeling your fingers moving. Do that one more time. Good. Then draw your elbows in alongside your ribs. Palms turn up. Now imagine spinning your thumbs down toward the floor. So you're creating an opening in this outer arm, or really this thumb side of the arm. Good. Then take an inhale, stretch your arms forward, and then exhale, draw back. So spread those fingers. You're waking up the endpoints. Inhale, reach forward, and exhale, draw back. Elbows back. Good. One more time. Inhale, and then exhale. Good, then release your hands to your legs. Feel your breath. Take your right hand to the back of your neck to just hold. Let your chin ever so slightly draw down toward the chest. Feel your breath draw in and out through the nose. And just see if you can sense your hand on the back of your neck. So through feeling the tissues of the neck, can you get a sense of your hand? Maybe you feel a coolness or a warming of the hand, the temperature. And then see if you can draw attention into the experience of the hand. Can you feel your neck, the skin on the back of your neck through your hand? And gently start to rock and sway over to the right. And maybe even move a little bit forward and back here. Try to keep your head back in space, releasing your neck into your hand. Take a breath in. Then exhale, be still. Maybe let your ear move toward the shoulder. Maybe slide the hand to the base of the jaw. Another inhale in. Then exhale, releasing yourself to center. And release your hand down. Whew. Whew. And just notice what you feel. So I feel a lot of movement in my face. So this is awakening fluid flow of the body. So this is what we need for homeostasis to take place. So then taking your left hand to the back of the neck. So maybe even get it up into the base of the skull, the occiput, where the top of the neck meets the skull. Letting your head move back, just sensing your breath and feeling the experience of that left hand. Can you feel maybe your hair? Can you feel the skin of the neck? Maybe the warmth or the coolness of it. Without an opinion, just noticing. And then can you also get a sense of the way the neck feels being held by the hand? So this is just gentle hold is starting to awaken some of the sensory nerve cells that are going to help to get things moving and flowing. It's helping to awaken your mind-body connection, which is necessary for us to be in a healthy flow state in order to access homeostasis. And also, the tissues of the body directly communicate with the autonomic nervous system. So when they feel held with gentleness or they feel loosening through that awakened state, then it's going to send a response through your vagus nerve down into your belly and to help regulate the system. So then gently rock over to the side, to the left. Maybe you can rock forward and back. Then let your ear come toward the shoulders. You hold the lower jaw, just giving in with gravity, holding and trusting here. Maybe move the elbow. Another deep breath in. Exhale, release to center. And lower that down. Good, let's create some movement. So you're going to use your chin to draw a circle, a big circle. So I'm going to draw my chin down, then I'm going to draw my chin over toward a shoulder, and then all the way up. I'm just directing the movement from my chin as big of a circle as I can go to the other side. And then another inhale begins. And then exhaling back over to the side. And then I'm gonna reverse. So inhaling my chin to the opposite shoulder. And then up and around. So I'm bringing movement at the occiput of the head. One more time. Coming to center and then lifting up. Whew. I'm feeling some movement here in my upper back. So I'm just going to drag on those tissues on the upper spine, walking my fingertips down the spine as far as I can go. Then just pressing in firmly. I'm going to let my chin slightly tuck toward my chest so my head is aligned over my spine. And then I'm just going to drag up. Breathing. I'm going to drag all the way up through the back of the neck, all the way up to the occiput, the base of the skull. When I get my hand there, I'm just going to move my chin up and down gently, with my hand just resting there, giving some sensory input, while with the movement also getting a gentle release. Good, then just I'm going to drag around to the jaw, and the face. The TMJ area here. Good. I'm going to take my glasses off, and then from here we're just going to hold, say, middle fingers, the inner orbits of the eyes. Then the index fingers, the outer orbits. And just breathe and see if you can just draw in to sense your fingers resting here. Maybe you can begin to rock side to side. Feeling your head move in space. And then returning to center. Then just start to draw your middle fingers up to that space between the eyebrows, keeping head up over spine, and just trace that all the way up to the hairline. And then down through the hairline, maybe scrubbing gently around the eyes. And then just move my eyes and side of the face and the jaw. Some sensory input there, and then down into the throat. And the tissues from the upper chest up to the upper arm. You can get that internal rotation, so turning the palm back to get an easier connection to that line. And then even maybe holding underneath the armpit. Notice if you can feel a pulsation in that space. Notice how your skin feels, the tissues. I'm feeling some movement, so I'm just going to move my head. Good, and then we'll just do that on the other side. So moving the tissues here from the center of the sternum out, and then turning that palm back toward the back wall to get that connection of the front line. And then maybe a little sensory input to the top. And then holding, I'm going to just release my hand, so underneath the armpit. Taking some breaths as I just land my hand into this part of my body, being curious as to how it feels, what its experience is of feeling right now. I'm feeling some vibration in there, so I've had some coffee this morning, so I got a little revved up from that, so I can get a sense of that in here. And then gently releasing. I'm just going to brush through the top of the hand just to feel that space. And the other. And down the arm. Into the elbow. So much we could do, but this is what I'm going to lead you through now. So this was it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you can notice and just be present with how your hands feel today. So judgment is the attitude that when we feel judgment for others or ourselves or our circumstance, then this area is what is going to get into a stress response or state of resistance. So the tissues are going to grip. Maybe you find yourself holding your hands a lot like this, so you can just bring more flow into your hands by opening them and feeling them. And we want to get some pull in here in the tissues as we bring movement into these places to help get a release. And then the more we regulate our bodies, the more our minds are going to regulate, the more easily it's going to be for us to really practice mindfulness with ease, where it's going to become more regular to us. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me. Namaste.